Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Today we will study the topic, and the name of the topic is average atomic mass, and the topic is present on your book on page number 19. So today we will discuss that what is average atomic mass. Before starting the main topic, that is average atomic mass, it's very important that we should know that what are isotopes. So the isotopes, as you know very well, that isotopes, they are the atoms of the same element which have same atomic number, that is Z, but they have different mass number, that is A. So isotopes, they are the atom of the same element which have same atomic number but different mass number. For example, before the discovery of other isotopes of carbon, we represent the carbon in this form, that is that 12 indicate the atomic mass and the 6 is the atomic number. In this situation, you can observe that we have the number of protons, they are 6 as the actually you know very well that atomic number is the number of protons. So you can see that I write proton is equal to 6, and for the number of neutron we have the formula A minus Z. So when you subtract 6 from the 12, you will get the number of neutrons. So in this situation we have the number of neutrons 6. Mass number is actually the number of proton and neutron. When you add 6 with 6, you will get 12. So in this situation, the answer is very clear for you people that the atomic mass of carbon is 12. But problem arises when the isotopes of the carbon were discovered. That is, you know that we have 3 isotopes of carbon, that is carbon 12, carbon 13 and carbon 14. In this situation, you know and you can see that the protons, they are 6, neutrons, they are 6. Similarly, in the second isotope, you can observe that the atomic number is 6 but the atomic mass is 13, that is proton is 6, and when you apply the formula A minus Z, you can calculate the number of neutron, and in this situation, that is in the second isotope of carbon, we have 7 neutron. Similarly, this is the third isotope of carbon. You can see that the atomic number is 6 and the atomic mass is 14. So protons, they are same in 3 situations. That is, isotopes, they contain the same number of proton, whereas the number of neutrons, they are different in these situations. That is, in the third case, protons, they are 6, and the number of neutron you can calculate by applying the formula A minus Z, that is 14 minus 6 will give you 8. So in this situation, you can see that the number of neutron in the first case, that is the isotope number 1, they are 6. In the case of second isotope, the number of neutron are 7, and in the case of third isotope, the number of neutron are 8. Actually, I want to show you that by having different number of neutron in these isotope, the mass will be different. For that reason, the average atomic mass is a particular term which are related with the isotopes, because isotopes, they have different number of neutron. For that reason, their masses will be different. For that reason, in this situation, we take the average atomic mass term for the cases of isotope. Now it's now by all after all this discussion, we are going to discuss that what is the definition, or how you will define the average atomic mass in a very easy way. That is, now you can see that the average atomic mass of an element is the sum of the masses of isotopes, each multiplied by its natural abundance. It's a very simple definition, but we will apply this definition on an example. After that, it will clear you more. That is, in the case of chlorine, we have 2 isotopes, that is chlorine 35 and chlorine 37. You can see that the chlorine 35, its percentage abundance is 75, and here I considered it the first isotope of chlorine. Similarly, in the case of chlorine 37, the percentage abundance is 25%, and in this situation I considered it the second isotope of chlorine. Now, as you can see that the average atomic mass of an element is the sum of the masses. Now, please look at carefully. Average atomic mass of chlorine is the atomic mass of first isotope multiplied by its abundance, that is 75. So it's the atomic mass of the first isotope, and it's the abundance, it's percentage abundance that is given to you people, divided by 100. That sum, here you use that in the definition, you use the word sum, so that is the symbol for summing these two isotopes with one another. So you can observe that we have two isotopes, so this is the atomic mass of second isotope multiplied by its abundance, that is that 25% is the abundance of second isotope, divided by 100. Now as the data indicate you, we have the formula, and now we will put these value in the formula. Now you can see that it's the calculation for the first isotope 35 multiplied by 75, it's the percentage abundance. It's the atomic mass of the second isotope, its percentage abundance, and this is 100, which is present in the formula. When you multiply 35 with the 75, you will get 2625, and when you multiply 37 with 25, you will get 925. When you take the LCM of these 100, you will get again 100. This is 2625, 925. When you take sum of these two figure, you will get 3550 divided by 100. When you divide it with the 100, you will get 35.5, and that is the average atomic mass of the chlorine. Now it's a simple calculation which is also present in the book. Now we will discuss the book definition in detail, that is average atomic mass is the weighted average of the atomic masses of naturally occurring isotope of an element. That is, it indicate you that the average atomic masses they are depend on the percentage abundance of the isotopes which are present in the nature. So we have to take account these abundance with the atomic mass of the isotopes. Now when you will see, you have a problem in the book, and that is practice problem 1.2. It's two numerical, and the first numerical is about the gallium. So we can calculate the numerical in such a way that it's the atomic mass of isotope 1, and that is the atomic mass which is given to you people in the question. So this is 68.9256 AMU. Its percentage abundance, that is the percentage abundance of isotope 1 is 60.108%, given in the numerical. The second, which is indicated with the red marker, this figure indicate you that its information, the black information is for the isotope 1, and the red information is given to you people in the question for isotope 2. So the atomic mass of isotope 2 is 70.9247 AMU. Its percentage abundance is 39.82%. Now what we want to do, we want to calculate the average atomic mass of gallium. Again, it's the same formula which we apply earlier for the chlorine. The first part of the formula indicate you that the black figure indicate you, the black part indicate you that it's for isotope 1 and it's for isotope 2. Again, what you will do, you will put the values in the formula. It's again the information, that is 68.9256 multiplied by 60.108 divided by 100. It's for isotope 1, its atomic mass, its percentage. Similarly, it's the atomic mass of isotope 2 multiplied by its percentage abundance divided by 100. Again, you will multiply these two figures, you will get 4142.97 divided by 100. Similarly, when you multiply these two figures, you will get 2824.22 1 divided by 100. Again, 100 LCM, when you take the LCM, it will come 100. Same figure, you will take sum of these two figure, 6967.191 divided by 100. By dividing 100, you will get 69.671 AMU, and that is the average atomic mass of gallium, which is your result. Similarly, in this problem, we have a second numerical, and that numerical is about the neon. You will calculate this numerical by yourself. Just as a clue, I will give you some information about that figure. Neon, actually you can see that we have three isotopes of neon, and the information which we have, that the neon 20, it's the atomic mass of isotope 1 and its percentage, atomic mass of isotope 2 and its percentage, atomic mass of isotope 3 and its percentage. The black part indicate you that it's for isotope 1. The red part indicate you that you will put the values for isotope 2, and the green part indicate you that it's the part of the formula which you apply for the isotope 3. So you will apply the same formula as we apply in the case of chlorine, and in the case of gallium you can calculate this average atomic mass of neon by taking information from the given data. That's all for today. Thank you.